The Worm is a poem written by the poet Thomas Gisborne. Turn, turn thy hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The word hasty means hurried and careless. In the first stanza, the poet encouraged us to keep our foot aside, especially when we are in a hurry, and not to stamp the worms. The frame thy scornful looks deride required a god to form. The word scornful means filled with hate. Deride means express hatred. Many people in this world are feeling hatred for the worms. We human beings sometimes knowingly and unknowingly are stamping for the worms. Sometimes we are not taking care of any tiny creatures which God has created. The common Lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. The praise thy being means your life existence. The word bestowed means given as a gift. In the second stanza, the poet tells us that God has created to human beings and all living creatures that moves on earth. The same God who shows his love to human beings and all living creatures also shows his part of an unlimited love to worm as a gift. The sun, the moon, the stars he made to all his creatures free, and spreads over earth the grassy blade for worms as well as thee. In the third stanza, the poet tells us that God has created the sun, the moon, and the stars to all living creatures on earth. God has made the grasses for worms, animals, and human beings. Let them enjoy their little day, their lowly bliss received. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. The word lowly means humble, simple. The word bliss means joy, pleasure. In the last stanza, the poet tells us to allow the worms to enjoy their lifespan just like we human beings are having freedom and enjoying our life joyfully. The poet also tells us that we don't have a right to take away the life of any big or small living creatures which we cannot give them back to life. The poet describes the beauties of nature like the sun, the moon, the stars, the grass, human beings, and all living creatures. The message of this poem is that we should always give respect to all big and small living creatures which God has created. If you understood this English poem, give us the feedback or comments. Subscribe the channel, like and share. Thank you.